Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Mike Chua, physical therapist, certified dementia practitioner, and your alternative career coach. Welcome to our career healthcare podcast and show where we talk about different ways to find your alternative career and achieve both work and financial freedom. So visit our website, drmikechua.com or alternativehealthcarecareers.com for more information. Again, thank you for watching and listening. Welcome to our show. Be awesome, be great, be excellent, ACG. Have a great day and enjoy the show. Bye-bye. All right. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Mike Chua, physical therapist, and coming to you live here in Martin, Tennessee. And yes, today we have a special guest. Her name is Miss Barbara Morehouse. She is actually a physical therapist, but she's no longer practicing as a physical therapist. She's actually now the regional director of operations for Holiday Retirement Home. And let me tell you a quick story. I've been doing home health, and I'm starting my own small Medicare Part B practice, and I've been serving the Holiday Retirement Home. And then I told the manager there, hey, can I meet your boss there, your regional director, and that way I can present myself, as a therapist, blah, 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 something like that. And then I met Barbara. Apparently she's like the big boss in Holiday Retirement. And I was explaining myself there. And then she said, you know what, Michael, I'm also a physical therapist. So I know what you're doing, so you don't have to explain everything. So I said, hey, can we interview you, Miss Barbara? You are the perfect person to be interviewed in our group, because a lot of us here, we're trying to get out of this field of, therapy. And Miss Barbara is actually the perfect, the epitome of getting out of the therapy field and now doing regional, corporate, whatever you call this, operational stuff, and I want to interview her, how she did it, how she got out of clinical, the clinical realm, because I feel like I'm not out of it, because I still see patient. So again, we have Miss Barbara here. Miss Barb, tell us where you're from, what PT school, what PT school you came from, and where you at right now. What do you really do in Holiday Retirement Home?
Sure. Well, good evening, everyone. So I live in Jacksonville, Florida. I graduated from Georgia State University. So been a physical therapist, so a long time. And, I went to physical therapy school because I care about people, and I wanted to actually be a pediatric therapist. But I somehow ended up picking up home health on the side and fell in love with working with seniors. So over the years, I tried different settings. I always kept gravitating towards home health. I actually ended up in an administrative role running a home health branch, and then that kind of expanded into outpatient therapy services, and then also some oversight into SNF. So I was kind of doing a little bit of everything on the administrative side. And then I really had an opportunity to work in the senior living industry, so actually doing home health within senior living communities, and I fell in love with that too. So it was not really a direct.
I'm falling in love with you now.
Exactly. But I just gravitated towards operations, and I really love having the ability to still help seniors. So in my current role, I'm actually over operations for independent living communities. So I'm still able to help thousands of seniors every day live a better life.
So I guess I want to go back to you being a therapist. So you literally no therapy, no hands-on, no clinical stuff right now, right? More operational, right?
It is, but I do keep my license because, that's something I do miss sometimes. But I'm always going to be a physical therapist at heart. So I definitely keep up with all of my CEUs, and I keep up with my license. And, who knows, someday I might pick up some PRN on the side just to stay in practice. But currently, no, I'm not treating at all.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, actually, while Miss Barbara was there in that retirement home that I was serving, I was looking at her, and she still has that skill of being a physical therapist, because I saw her kneeling down, talking eye level with those residents there, and she's just talking very sweetly. And that's our skill there. You put a regular, what you call this, corporate guy, they'll be standing up, arms on the side like this and being like a big boss. Barbara was just like, talking down to those patients, kneeling down and actually being eye to eye. And I really love that. And we are, us as therapists, we are the best, not the best, we can do what the other operational people can do outside there, we can actually relate with those residents because we know their needs as therapists. And that's the value of us being therapists. We can provide that excellent value to those different big corporations out there and provide, hey, we're actually a good operational people to provide this extra mile service. So I guess my next question, Miss Barb, I know I'm putting you on the spot here, right? Did you get any extra certification or your therapy degree only when you applied for this job?
So I have done some work towards an MBA, but to be honest, at the time I was basically just gaining real life experience. It just seemed that every position that I was in, I'm very driven, and so I would just tend to take those leadership roles. So at this point, I have about 15 years of solid regional level experience that I worked myself there.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. When we say regional, it's like, oh, gosh, it's so big, right? Regional. So I like what Miss Barbara said there. If you are watching and listening right now, if you are watching live, comment live. And if you're watching on the replay, please comment replay so we would know. Oh, I already saw one comment there. But before I read that comment, Miss Barb, I wanna highlight what Miss Barbara said. She said she started what she has and started doing what she has, and then she used that leadership role. So whatever position you are right now, whether you're a PT, OT, speech, even an assistant, start with your own position and be the leader in that role. And then eventually, go up, step up. I know a lot of people, they don't want to be a rehab manager, but being a rehab manager actually helps all your decision-making skills, your operational skills. And that's how you get better at this. And if you really want to go out and be the best that you can be, use what you have and do what you have right now. So, but before we keep going, Ms. Barb, we got the comment here. Stephanie Billieu is asking, that is awesome. I'm a coda and I'll be starting as a resident experience coordinator for holiday retirement next in Savannah.
Well, welcome to Holiday.
Small world. Welcome to Holiday, Stephanie. Woohoo! All right. So, well, you got our boss here. So you're over Savannah too, right?
I do not have Savannah. I have Columbus,
Georgia,
but not Savannah. But one of my awesome colleagues does, so you're in good hands.
There you go. There you go. All right. So I guess my next question, Ms. Barb, now that you have, I know we keep on talking about the good, taking action. I'm going to put you in a spot. What's the bad of being a regional director of operations? I mean, travel, being away for a while, this airplane, coronavirus or whatever. So what are the bads that you can share us?
I mean, it's hard work. I mean, I will say it's busy, but at the end of the day, though, what keeps me, what gets me out of bed every day is the fact that I'm still have the ability to help people every single day. So, that's originally what I've always had, the heart of a caregiver. That's how I ended up in therapy school to begin with. And so, knowing that I can make a difference in people's lives. So, the bad side is, yes, there's lots of spreadsheets and there's lots of numbers and there's lots of reports. I've actually come to love that type of data because we're scientists, right? Think about it, as therapists, I actually take the skills I used as a therapist and I translate that into business. So if I'm facing an issue, I do an evaluation, just like we would do an assessment, right? Instead of assessing a patient, I'm assessing the business. So I'm looking at it systematically. And then I'm trying to identify root cause, just like we do in our physical therapy evaluations, we're trying to identify what's the cause of the symptoms that we're seeing. And then I write goals, just like we write, our goals for our patients. I'm writing goals for a business. So honestly, that skill set translates over perfectly. And so I think it's that good combination that can help you be successful. And I think too, if it's something that you're interested in, is really understanding the business aspect. So I'll be honest, because I was one of those therapists. I got out of the physical therapy school when I was 22, so I was very young.
That was like 5 years ago.
I wish, but I wanted to help people, so I didn't understand the business side of things. So I didn't understand productivity, and I didn't understand why I had to do all this paperwork. I just wanted to help people. But there is, understanding the business side, and then always looking at processes, even how that was one of the ways that I grew, even as a physical therapist in a clinical setting, is that I was always looking at how can I make this process better? How can I make my documentation form easier to follow, that's going to meet requirements, that's going to help us get reimbursed? I was always forward thinking as to how I can make things better. And so, I think if we commit to doing that and just really understanding the business aspect.
Oh, wow. I want to go back to her analogy. So I don't know if you are watching again, watching live, comment live, please. And watching on the replay, comment replay. I do that all the time. We do that all the time. So we would know if it's really effective or not. And also we want to know that it will pop up on our feed more. So we've got like 20 people live right now. But I want to go back to her analogy of us as therapists. It's translating in the business world. I like what you said about evaluating. We're analyzing, and then you're finding that root cause, and then you're creating those short-term and then long-term goals. And same thing in life. Whatever you have right now, if you are looking for that alternative career, whether you want to be in operations, whether you want to start your own business, whether you want to be a yoga instructor, we see this all the time. I want to be a yoga instructor, a Pilates instructor. I want to start my own business, Michael. I want to be a utilization reviewer. Irregardless of whether alternative career that you want to find, guys, you got to learn how to find that root cause, where you're coming from, where you're at, and where you're going to. And we're doing it every day as therapists. We're doing it with our patients. Why can we not do it for our own life goals? So thank you, Miss Barb, for sharing that. I'm going to put you in the spot again. So, okay. You shifted away in from therapy to operations. I'm not asking your exact, but since you're a regional big boss and everything like that, I know, right? I know she's cringing, right? Starting salary range, the range. So, for example, I don't have any experience in operations, and I want to go to a let's just say start with the general manager job, nothing big, regional. What would be my, what can I expect as a salary? Because we've got therapists who are very interested in transitioning to be, managers in independent living facilities, and eventually, go up in your position. So,
Right.
is it comparable to our rate as therapists, or lower or higher? I don't know. That's the reason why I'm asking.
Right. So, I mean, depending on what setting, it's a little different comparing apples to apples. But I will tell you, we have some physical therapists that have joined us as general managers and have been extremely successful. So, I mean, the salary range, definitely there's some geographical components because, we cover the country. But, typically, a base salary, it could range between 55 to 65, but there's also like bonus plans that go with that. So there's upwards potential, to earn that six-figure salary based on results. So there is, I think it can be very comparable.
There you go. All right. So it's see, I mean, like what she said, it's not all about the salary. You got all these bonus components there when you're reaching your target. And that's the reason why we all have this productivity requirements and knowing the business, like what she said, because you want to know the business. So it's not, for example, me, I'm here in small town, Martin, Tennessee. We only have like how many 10,000 people here, and I'm going to be expecting a six-figure job. So it's different. So like what you said, it's going to be different geographical location, and of course, how big your community. Am I correct, Ms. Barb? How
Correct.
big your actual facilities have. All right. So I guess my last question, Ms. Barb. if you are your 22-year-old self again, 5 years ago, right?
Hmm.
uh, would you tell yourself, "Hey, Barb, I'm talking to my mirror, right? Hey, Barb, are you gonna do this again?" That's my question. Are you gonna do this again as a therapist? Are you gonna do your job again? Are you gonna be a not therapy, regional operations director again? Or I guess yes, right? You're enjoying it. I saw you enjoying it when you
Yeah.
were there.
Well, I don't think I'll make it as a rock star. So, um, since I can't sing or dance, no, actually, I love physical therapy. I would not change it for anything in the world. I loved my time in the clinics. I actually wanted to be a pediatric therapist, so I actually spent some time
Mm.
doing a little bit of everything. I've worked in every type of setting, from outpatient clinics to workers' comp clinics to inpatient rehab to acute care. I did it all, in those first years, trying to find that setting that just really that I really gravitated to, which ended up being home health. But I definitely wouldn't change it. The skill set that I learned, just like I was saying with the assessment process, is something that translates over into the business world as well. Um, I have to, just like we have to write SMART goals for our physical therapy assessments, long term, short term. I have to do the same exact process, just in the business side. So it definitely translates over. And I think too, as physical therapists, we have to be skilled with people skills, like you pointed out. And that really also makes a difference, because in operations, you're really, you're not only just you're working with customers and the customer service aspect, but you're also managing and leading people. So that skill set also translates over as well. So I wouldn't change it.
Oh,
I wouldn't change a thing.
there you go. There you go. So she's enjoying it then, right? So again, thank you very much, Miss Barbara. I appreciate you for your time. And I know she's very, very busy, and I just want to thank you, Miss Barbara, for all you do for our residents. For me, for teaching me, because she actually taught me when I was there. She was teaching me all this stuff. And then and for all you do for touching people's lives, not just one at a time, but a big region at a time. So again, Alternative Careers Group, before I let you go, before I go and turn off this interview with Ms. Barb, before I let you go, always remember the word FAST, FAST. F is like like our Facebook page. Find friends that will push you to your next level, because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Right now, I'm hanging out with Miss Barbara. She's awesome. She's great. I'm learning from her. So you got to find people that will push you to your next level. Learn from other people. If you are hanging out with people who are actually complaining in life, guess what? You're going to end up complaining in life too. I'm hanging out with Miss Barbara, and she's winning right now, and I want to win too in this journey called life. All right. So what's the next letter? Letter A. You gotta learn how to take action. All these videos, these are all free videos. We offer free videos, free learnings. We have different coaches and moderators in the group, and it's all free. I mean, majority are free, some are paid, but if it's not going to do me good, it's not going to do Miss Barbara good if you don't take action on it. Miss Barbara took action. She was a therapist, became a manager, and now she's the therapy. I keep on saying therapy. Regional operations director, and she took action. All you need to do, guys, is to take action. All right. Next letter. What's the next letter in the word fast? Letter S. Letter S. Shoot for the moon. Keep shooting for the moon. Why? Because you're eventually going to miss it. Once you miss it, you're going to be eventually landing with the stars. Yes, you're going to fail. You are going to fail. I bet Miss Barbara failed. I fail. I fail every day. I get rejected every day. But it's not how many times you failed or fallen. It's not how many times you get rejected. It's how many times you get up and do this all over again. And when I fall, I want to fail and fall with Miss Barbara. Why? Because I know she's going to help me get up, and she's going to tell me, okay, Michael, you can do this again. So find friends and shoot for the moon. And last but not the least, letter T. Learn how to teach it. And that's what Miss Barbara is doing. She was teaching me. When I was there in that independent living facility, she was teaching me, Michael, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're supposed to get this X number of patient first before you start doing this. So again, thank you very much, Miss Barb. Any last parting wisdom from the awesome Miss Barb?
I don't know, Mike. I think you're pretty awesome too.
Well,
So
thank you. Well, I just wanted to learn from you. So, again, thank you very much, Alternative Careers Group. We appreciate you. And if you have any questions, shoot me a message. I actually invited Miss Barbara in our group here. And always remember, be awesome, be great, be excellent. And thank you very much, Facebook group, Alternative Careers Group. And I will see you around. Bye-bye. I hope you enjoyed the show. Check out our website at drmikechua.com or alternativehealthcarecareers.com for more information. Again, ACG, be awesome, be great, be excellent. Thank you, and hope to see you on our next episode. Goodbye.